about sitting today. We will move to stand, but let's just all arrive to sit. I'm on blocks. You might like to sit on a cushion or a blanket, just something to lift through that pelvis so that we can get that tilt and give ourselves a little bit more space. So let's just all arrive first with our legs nice and wide. If this is not for you, come to wherever feels good for you. They don't have to be straight. They can be bent, or if you need to put a blanket or something to prop under your knees, that's good as well, or a bolster. If you come just to sit with them around the same width as the length of the mat, and then close your eyes. Just bring your hands to arrive either on your thighs, on the inside of your thighs. You can rest them on your knees and close your eyes. And just take a moment to notice any of the sounds outside your house, any of the sounds inside your house, inside your room. And then coming to inside your body. And just checking in with anywhere that may be speaking to you. And drawing that breath to your belly. And just noticing if you have a quiet hum on the back of your throat. And Sujay breath that can just help us move into a parasympathetic state, that rest and digest, by triggering our vagus nerve. This nerve that runs from the base of our skull all the way through our organs, and is the direct communicator to this parasympathetic nervous system. So without disturbing yourself too much, let's just bring that right heel into midline, and then your left heel to midline. Allow yourself to really settle. You can bring those palms onto your thighs, and we'll just move through a seated cat-cow. So you're spreading your fingers and dropping your chin and sliding your hands down and over your knees and opening those shoulder blades. So really hunch them forwards, and then as you inhale, draw that breath down the front of your body, slide your hands along your thighs and bring them all the way back towards your glutes. And exhale, rippling through the front of your body. So drawing through from your pelvic floor all the way, zipping through the front of your ribs. Inhale. Opening through the front of your body, shoulder blades come to kiss, elbows to kiss. Gaze can go all the way up. If you want to open your eyes, you can, and down, chin to chest, rounding through. So finding your own rhythm here. This is all about you connecting your body, your mind, starting to hear the voice of your body, not suppressing any whisperings before they turn into shoutings, actually hearing them, opening the back of your ribs with your breath, and then just when you finished around, coming to meet just back with your spine long. Let's just change the cross of those legs, so letting those legs come out in front for a moment, moving them from side to side. Noticing this movement in the feet and how it transfers to the head of your femur. And then bring that left heel to midline and your right to join. Let's come now and bring those hands back onto the knees. Turn them to face upwards and inhale them all the way up and overhead. Take hold of that right wrist and bring yourself to the left. and back to center. Take hold of your left wrist and bring yourself to the right. And back to center. Let's interlace those fingers behind you. Open through that chest. Bring yourself all the way around to the right. Gaze up. Back to center. All the way to the left. And back to center. Let's bring those arms back up again, and we're going to bring a rotation in through the torso. Bring that right hand over to that left thigh. Left hand comes behind, and rotate through that body, that torso. Draw your spine long. Exhale, chin comes down towards your chest. Inhaling, drawing up. Exhale, rotate. Inhale up. And bringing those hands all the way forwards, coming onto your hands and knees. You can just shift those blocks off to the side. So have them ready for your hands. We'll use them in our down dog. So bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees under your hips, pressing into the tops of your feet will just make that cat-cow a full body cat-cow. So drawing your breath into your tailbone, spread those sit bones, send your belly towards the mat, ripple through your spine, wrap your shoulder blades around your spine, open through the chest, gaze comes up. Exhale, tailbone, navel to spine, chin to chest, crown of the head and tail, look at the floor. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, coming down through that tailbone, navel to spine. Nicely moving with your breath. So just closing off your mind to anything that may be making it chatter with your breath. I am exhaling to my cat. I am inhaling to my cow. And then coming back to center, just resting in that tabletop position. We're going to just now lift through that left hand and take it out to the side with a bent wrist, a bent elbow, and we're going to lift through the right knee. So I'll just come to your face so you can see. Lift through that right knee, coming out to the side, lifting up and down, coming down. Inhaling up. So it's similar to our awkward aeroplane, but with the bend in the knee and the elbow, and down for 2 and 3 and down. And 4 and 5. Coming back to center. Let's shift those hands forward on the mat and take a lovely big circle. So drop your hips to the right, gaze to the left, and then carry on with those hips, sending those hips all the way back. Arms stretching forwards, hips to the left, coming all the way to the side and around. Lovely big circle. Once you've done it all one way, taking it back the other direction. Forwards and around. All the way back. And then coming to meet back in your tabletop. This time, taking that right hand out to the side and your left foot lifting up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. 1 more. And up and down. And this time sending those hands forwards as far as you can. Take your knees wide and just drop yourself down into your child's pose. So taking a shimmy to the left, a shimmy to the right, and then just pressing into those hands, and let that pressing be what enables your sit bones to come all the way down to your heels, rolling those shoulders down, breathing to your belly. Fill your belly, spreading through your sacrum, through the power of your breath. And just allowing yourself to really settle in here. So just taking 2 more breaths. Enjoying the sensation, the comfort, the consolidation of the mat under your body. And we're going to slowly make our way to down dog, but let's make this movement to down dog as meaningful as the final posture. So pressing into your hands, we will come onto this down dog using our blocks. This is a lovely way to give you more space through the backs of your legs. Rising through the center of your spine, your chin to chest, the crown of your head is looking at the mat, your tailbone is looking at the mat. Bring these hands onto your blocks, and then let's tuck those toes and drop through your heels. So let's drop that right heel, looking under your right armpit. Drop your left heel, looking under your left armpit, and pedaling it out. So I know you can I know I can notice quite a difference through the very tight areas in my calves when I give myself this space in my hands. So it's a lovely little trick. It's not necessary. If you already have mounds of space, then please stick with your normal down dog. But for me, sometimes this is a really nice way to give myself a bit more opening through my legs. And then coming to arrive in stillness, enjoy the strength that you can create in your body. And let's just pause here, quieten your mind with the power of your breath. Inhaling, filling that belly. Exhale, draw through that pelvic floor, that navel to spine, and then on your next inhalation, coming on tippy toes, coming forwards to plank. Pausing here for 1 full breath, send those heels back. Wrap your thighs, pressing into your hands. Good. So as you exhale, on your next exhalation, let's hurdle back up and come back into that down dog. And just pressing through into those hands. If you feel that this time you want to come back to resting your hands on the mat, please do. I'm going to take away my blocks now. And come on to that plank and then exhaling down dog. Otherwise, staying on those blocks is good as well. Sending those sit bones high. Inhale, up and over, hurdling up and over. Inhaling to plank. Exhaling to down dog. Inhaling to plank. Really pressing into those knuckles. Rotating in that hand, coming back to down dog. So just enjoying this movement. In this down dog, let's slide that right leg high up the wall behind us and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your leg high, and this time as you inhale, coming up and over to plank with your leg up. Inhale and pressing back. Exhale, that leg stays up. It's a 3-legged dog into a 3-legged plank. Forwards, inhale to plank and back up. Good. Forwards. And back. Nice. 2 more. Just find your rhythm. Moving nice and slow. There's no rush. Probably starting to feel that left quad engage. Your inner thigh. and forwards. One more round. Good, and then this time as you come through, bring that knee, bend that knee to your nose and all the way through to pigeon. Good, let's pause for a moment just to find our breath, quieten the breath. So you have your block here. If you feel you want to put it under your sit bone, please do. If you want to take a moment here and bring this foot higher and see how that feels for you, please do. So then I'm bringing my block under that sit bone to rest, and then square yourself off. So drop that left sit bone down towards the mat. Draw your spine tall, and we'll just ripple down. Exhale down. And draw yourself back up. So this is a great way to push yourself a little bit beyond your normal comfort zone. So, if we just always come into our pigeon, we're rippling up. So we're taking 5 of these. And you have your heel down by your midline. It's nice to sometimes try something a little bit different. Might be that you start to open and awaken in parts of your whole pelvic girdle that are normally quite sticky. And coming down again. And just rippling slightly deeper every time you come down. Finding your own breath, your own rhythm. And then when you are ready, let's all just come to meet down on the mat. So this may look for you like this, or it may be that you come deeper. You may have your hands in fists and drop your shoulders. Just find your happy maximum and sit there. Take your breath to your belly. Just have to give my foot a bit of support. I broke that bone and it's still a little bit bumpy. Digs into the floor. And breathing to your belly. Breathing to the back of your glute. Breathing into the sacroiliac region. Really connecting that breath, using that breath to quieten your mind. And taking 2 more breaths. And when you are ready, you can press your hands into the mat, let the back of your neck draw you up, and just draw all the way up. Take that spine nice and long. And then we'll press into those hands, tuck that toe, lift through your leg, and slowly, slowly, slowly walk it back. Coming back into that down dog, walking it out. So you drop that right heel, open through that whole side of the body and the other way. And then coming to rest and stillness. If you need to take a moment in your child's, please do. And when you are ready, just slowly make your way back to your down dog. And preparing to ripple back and forth through these hurdles again. So as you inhale, coming up and over on those toes, send your sit bones high, coming forwards. Send your heels back and back down to your down dog. So if you want to slip your chaturanga into this movement, you can, if you have been practicing it. So I'll show you, otherwise just keep moving with that back to down dog. So if you're bringing your knees down, you're lowering your knees, you're coming down and through to your gentle cobra, and then tuck those toes, press into your hands and send yourself back down. Just see if you can keep your movement slow, relaxed, coming forwards, inhaling forwards, lowering on down. If you're taking your entire full chaturanga and through to up dog and down. So we'll just take 2 more of these hurdles, up and over. And up dog, and then down. It's a nice, quiet, controlled, strengthening practice. So inhaling plank, exhale lower, inhale through and up, and exhale down. And pausing in your down dog. Let's drop through that right heel. Let's inhale that left leg high. Pausing here to pulse for a moment. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's keep that foot high as we hurdle up and over now into our plank. For 1 and back and forwards. And back. And up and over, just quietening that breath, noticing where in your body is engaging. Forwards again. And then coming forwards, let's bring that knee all the way through and come to that pigeon. Whoever thought pigeon would be restful? So I'm bringing my foot up to run parallel with the front of my mat. You don't have to. You can take it to wherever you want to. Untuck that back toe. And then just settling in. Always take a moment. There's no rush in yoga, which I think is such a lovely practice to bring into your life. There's no rush. I was a rusher, and I now like to move a little bit more slowly through life. So let's inhale our spine long. And exhale, roll those shoulder blades back. Come on down, forehead kisses the mat. Inhaling up. Exhale down. So each time we surrender down and put that weight of our torso into the back of our leg, we create this lengthening and then we release. So it's a tenserity for a moment. There's this lengthening in the connective tissue, that deep, deep fascia, and back up. So when we draw this fascia away from the bone, ligaments, tendons all start to get more space. We get better blood supply to that region, releasing the stickiness. So we're rippling through here. Wherever you're at, just taking 2 more full ripples. Or if you're ready to come and surrender onto the mat, please do. And drawing up. And if you are wanting to come down now, just finding that block or your fists, or if you feel like just connecting flat with the mat, please do. Forehead can just pause on that block, which is a lovely sensation. And breathing and surrendering. And you may notice after a moment that you can come even lower. And just bringing that breath to wherever is talking to you. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Sink 10% deeper. And when you are ready, you're going to gently ripple yourself back up, so you can bring those hands beside your body, or you can keep them long, pressing into your palms, your chin's falling to your chest, and just draw yourself up. Bringing yourself nice and tall. And let's drop to that left sit bone and allow our legs to come out in front of us. We're going to bring our feet off the mat, our palms forwards, and just drop that right knee to the left heel, gaze to the right. And come back through center, left knee to the right heel, gaze to the left. And back to center. So just bringing yourself up to sit, and we will draw our left heel behind us. So we're going to work on opening these quads, and our right heel to midline. So it might be that you have a bolster. If you know this posture and you have a bolster, please set yourself up to lean back on the bolster. This might be enough for you if you have super tight quads. Otherwise, we're just going to gently allow ourselves to lower down into this. And you can, if your knee is if it's too much on one of your knees, just keep that leg stretched out in front of you, coming back. Otherwise, it's nice to then, if you want to, you can come all the way back if it's available for you. If you have your blocks here, you can pop them behind you. Just feel that connection can be helpful. And then bringing yourself all the way back. So your hands can come up into those cactus arms. They can connect above your head, whatever feels right for you right now. Trying to keep both sit bones connected to the mat, filling your belly, filling the front of your body, filling your armpits. And just allowing that knee to press away. So this one is great if you have knee issues long term. We're opening through that quad, and the more space we have in our quad, the more space our knee has to move in the way it's meant to move. That Quad comes all the way over the patella and attaches just below the patella. So taking 2 more breaths here. When you are ready, you can let those hands come down beside your body and just roll slightly over to the right hand side, letting that left knee come off the mat and come on up. Let's keep that right leg into midline, or bring it into midline if it hasn't been there, and stretch that left foot out in front of you. So we're going to come into a forward fold. So we've been nicely back, and now we're going to bring that left hand behind us, draw through that right hand, come up and over to that right thigh, down and around, inhaling to fill your whole back of your lungs, and then draw yourself back up and come forwards over that calf and drawing up and to your foot. If that works for you, to keep your gaze forwards while you release your left hand, just drawing down, and then let yourself surrender forwards. And releasing those hands, sliding your hands along your thighs, drawing all the way up. Just let those legs come in front. Window wiper those legs, drop. Pressing your hands into the mat, drop your right knee to your left heel, gaze to the right. Back to center, other way. And then just coming back up to sit. We'll bring that left heel to midline now, and our right foot behind. So if this doesn't work for you to have your left leg bent in, you can keep it straight out in front of you again. Just positioning my microphone. You've got your blocks here if you need, but just come and pause first of all halfway, and then coming all the way back. You might find that you differ from side to side, so you may not need blocks on both sides, or it may feel good to keep them there. You can stand them upright along your spine if you're really open and you just want to create more of a bend through your back. So taking your breath in, finding your happy place for your arms, and really surrender here. I always say this, that we really can't start to open in the same way we can't learn when we're stressed. We can't actually start to create this opening if we're holding on for dear life and feel stressed in a posture. So make yourself comfortable. No one is watching you. You don't have anything to prove. Just be where you feel good. If that is sitting upright, that's great. If that is sitting on a chair, that is great. And tucking your feet under the chair. Allowing your breath to come all the way from the bottom of your belly to your throat. Really noticing any new sensations in your body. Just acknowledge them. No judgment. One more breath. Just gently allowing, you might want to walk that right foot slightly out, and then coming to release that right knee and roll slightly to get out of this. So coming over to that left, walking yourself around, and then coming back up, keeping that left foot to midline, and allow that right leg to come forwards in front of you. Bringing that right hand behind you, inhaling your left hand up, tuck the heel of your right hand to your tailbone, coming forwards and over that right thigh, down and around. Inhaling up, down and around. Inhaling up. And over the front of that right foot, release your right hand to your left foot, and then just coming forwards, allow yourself to just drop, trying not to hold on. So again, a great practice in your yoga that you can take into your day-to-day life. If this does not serve you, do not hold on to it. Do you benefit from a thought? Do you benefit from an action? Do other people benefit from your words? If not, don't say them. And when you're ready, letting that chin fall even lower as you draw through the front of your body to allow yourself to come all the way up. Let's just release that left leg in front of you, keeping it long and just moving the legs from side to side. Give them a bang. Shifting your blocks to the side and coming all the way down onto your back. And let those arms come up and over your head. Just pausing here with your feet off the mat. Drop your knees in together and let the soles of your feet come off the mat. So we're just rotating inwards through the head of our femur. It's a lovely pronation where we can create more space again through these sticky hips. And then when you are ready, you can just bring those arms back down to beside your hips. Just help them come back, keeping those feet nice and wide. Allow those legs to come all the way up, keeping them wide, wrapping your forearms into the backs of your knees, sending the soles of your feet to look at the sky and rock from side to side. Bring those hands to the soles of your feet. Send the soles of your feet into your hands, pressing away with your feet into your hands. Breathing into your belly. And just allowing the soles of your feet to come together. If you want to bring those blocks underneath the outside of your thighs to support you in your reclined butterfly, and bring your hands overhead. You can, taking a moment here, those soles of feet together, your knees fall into the sides. Please don't stay here for too long if you don't have blocks. If you want to spend your Shavasana here with blocks, please do. Otherwise, just gently allow yourself to slide into your final resting posture. Your Shavasana, you can take a starfish, or you can bring your palms to face up. You can bring your palms to your belly. And let's reconnect with that breath. You can say to yourself, anytime those thoughts come into your head, just see them as clouds, leaving your mind, trains leaving a station. I acknowledge you. I will deal with you later. I am inhaling. I am exhaling. And I'll just count you into yogic breath this time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. You can say to yourself anytime those thoughts come into your head, just see them as clouds leaving your mind, trains leaving a station. I acknowledge you. I will deal with you later. I am inhaling. I am exhaling. And I'll just count you into yogic breath this time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just keeping that count going. If it helps you in your Shavasana, or just allowing yourself to sink and relax for 5 minutes. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just keeping that count going. If it helps you in your Shavasana, or just allowing yourself to sink and relax for 5 minutes. And just allowing your awareness to return to your body. Can wiggle your fingers, can wiggle your toes, can inhale your arms up and overhead and stretch from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes, and then bring those knees into your chest. Give your legs a hug, take a rock from side to side. And then just pausing on one side. Notice changes in your body, in your mind. You can extend that top leg long, press into your top hand, and slowly make your way back up. Just sit with your eyes closed or your gaze low. Let's bring our hands together in prayer at heart center. Fill your belly and really exhale out your mouth. And again. And one more. Let's rub those hands together, get that heat, that energy. Pop your hands on your eyes. And slowly open your fingers, open your eyes. I thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.